What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade comb over, so stay tuned. We're starting off by saturating the hair and combing everything in place, making sure everything's nice and neat. Now that we're done laying down the hair and parting the sides, we can move on to our 3.5 guard with our Oster octanes and debulk the sides. As you guys can see, I'm using a comb to feed the hair into the clipper and I'm flicking out as much as possible. Now that we're done debulking the sides, we can move on to our 5/0 blade, which is equivalent to our trimmers. We're going to create our first guideline, contouring to his head shape. We're also going to switch over to our 3.5 guard again and debulk the beard. Since we're done budding him out and debulking the beard, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to make sure you check out the live streams. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Now we're moving on to our clipper over comb method, and we're going to use our horizontal strokes to debulk as much as possible. Moving on to our 1.5 guard, we're going to go ahead and create our fourth guideline. We're going to flick out as much as possible, blending into the clipper over comb we did. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using the corners will definitely help. Now we're going to switch back and forth between our clipper oval comb method and our 1.5 guard, detailing as much as possible and removing any dark spots. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to make sure you check out the live streams. Now that we're done with the blend, we can move on to the sideburns of the beard and start off with our no guard all the way open and slowly closing the lever. We're then going to switch over to our 1.5 guard and our 1 guard all the way open and continue to blend down. Using our NST outliners, we're going to go ahead and remove any stubble that we see and any dark spots. We're also going to use the NST outliners to line up the back of the beard. You want to make sure not to press too hard here because the skin is usually a little softer and you could irritate the skin. Before we line them up with our NST outliners, we're going to go ahead and part the edges from the top of the hair. We're then going to start off at the middle and work our way to the sides. You also want to keep the corners as natural as possible because you could make the lineup look awkward if you dig too deep. Now we're moving on to our C-cup area. We're going to start off at the bottom and work our way to the top arch using the corners of the blade. Now that we're done with the front and sides, we can move on toward the back and use our no guard all the way open to create our second guideline. We're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our Oster octanes. Moving on to our one guard all the way open, we're then going to create our third guideline, and this is going to help us connect the no guard all the way open to the one guard all the way open. After softening up the line with the one guard and its lever, we can then move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you detail as much as possible here. Moving on to our Oster octanes, we're going to use the 3.5 guard and we're going to feed the hair into the clipper using a comb. Now that we're done debulking with the 3.5 guard, we can switch over to our 1.5 guard and erase the line as much as possible. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your one guard all the way open and using its corners will definitely help. Moving on to our shears, we're going to make sure the hair is nice and saturated so we can get the hair's true length, and we're also going to create a guideline throughout the middle and follow it to the sides. When you're using shears, you always want to grab the hair with the comb and feed it into your fingers and keep them as straight as possible. You also want to make sure you don't go past the second knuckle so it lowers the likelihood of you cutting your fingers. We're then going to add some finishing details with our clipper over comb method, and we're going to use our horizontal strokes to make sure we debulk.